The iPhone 12 rumors, they're starting to get out of hand, even for me. Today, we're separating the fact from the fiction. After months of hearing about potential delays in the production of the iPhone 12, 9to5Mac had a glimmer of hope last week in which it cited Wedbush analysts stating that the iPhone 12 was back on track for a September launch event. And then, oh wait, just kidding, Asian blog site Nikkei then published that the iPhone 12 would definitely be delayed 1 to 2 months, if not until 2021. Here are the facts. Number 1. It is no secret that some of Apple's biggest manufacturers in China, like Foxconn, had to shut down or operate at very limited capacities because of the pandemic. And of course, that would lead to delays. Fact number 2, Apple had to completely cancel all international travel of its employees, meaning a lot of the people that have to sign off on these products were not able to go to these plants to sign off on the devices. That said, though, it would be naive for us to think that a company like Apple doesn't plan for these types of events. Okay, maybe not like a full-blown pandemic, but it does factor in some buffers in the production timeline in case there are problems. So it could be that some of this was offset by that. Second, there might be a way to expedite production. But let's say that worst case scenario does play out and they are in fact delayed. Well, fact number 3 is that Apple has never been shy about delaying certain models of the iPhone. They did this with the iPhone X, which launched a couple months after they announced it. And they did this with the iPhone XR as well, which launched after the XS, even though they announced it at the same time. So with all this said, my verdict would be that Apple still has a September launch event. Maybe not early September like what we're used to, but within the month. And that they do announce the 4 models of the iPhone that we're expecting, but they're gonna have a staggered rollout. So maybe a few models are gonna be available at launch with limited supply, so that means they may be back ordered very quickly, and then we'll see the others come out in subsequent months. Rumor has it, Apple is launching 4 different versions of the iPhone 12 this year, including a higher-end model, which would come in 2 different sizes, one even bigger than the current iPhone 11 Pro Max that would have a 6.7-inch display alongside a 6.1-inch display. And then we move on to the mid-tier devices that would replace the iPhone 11. In this case, again, they would come in 2 different screen size options with a 6.1-inch display and then a smaller 5.4-inch display. All of them would have OLED screens, and they would have a different look this time because they're going to have that redesign with the flatter edges around the bezel and potentially a higher refresh rate. Now, then it gets a little bit tricky because we don't know what features are going to what phones, but we're going to assume that at least the higher end models are going to have 5G connectivity, maybe that LiDAR sensor that we saw on the iPad Pro, and potentially a smaller notch, although that's TBD as well. So now let's move on to the second big rumor this week, which has to do with what's in the box. Apple leaker Mr. White suggested on Twitter that the next iPhone 12, or at least the higher end version of the phone, would include a 20-watt fast charger in the box. Now, if you recall, last year was the first year that Apple finally included a fast charger in the box of the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. Now, this was an 18-watt, and this would be a 20-watt, so an even faster charge. And it would make sense for Apple to kind of continue along this trend and not take a step back in that regards. But then this happened. Longtime Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo reported that not only was the iPhone 12 not going to have a fast charger in the box, it wasn't going to have anything in the box. This includes the earbuds. Now, before you get too upset about this, because I know I was, let's look at the facts. Number 1, Apple has included earbuds and a charging cable in the box of the iPhone since its very inception. Fact number 2, Apple has removed stuff that we love about the iPhone before. They removed the dongle from the box and the headphone jack, which is not quite the same thing, but you know, sort of. Which brings me to fact number 3, and that is that Apple is moving towards a wireless experience on the iPhone, which has fueled rumors that Apple will eliminate the Lightning port on the iPhone. And that brings me to my verdict. If in fact this plays out and Apple does eliminate the Lightning port on the iPhone, I guess it would make sense for them not to have the earbuds or the charging cable. But I don't think it's going to happen this year, and I don't think it's going to happen all at once. I guess maybe the earbuds could go this year. I'm not saying I'd be happy about it, but I'm saying that might be a possibility. But I really don't think they would do it with a Lightning cable, at least not yet. Another reason why Apple might want to do this is to keep costs low. There is a rumor that the cheapest iPhone is going to start at $650. That's $50 less than the starting price of the current iPhone 11. But honestly, I don't know if it'd be worth it. What do you guys think? Would you want to save $50 on the iPhone and not get these things? Or are you okay spending a little more to get the charger and the earbuds in the box? And in the meantime, stay safe and sane, and I will see you next time.